Good morning, everyone. This is your Nilofer ma'am. I hope you all are fine at your homes and your study is going well. So, as you all know that we are doing the syllabus of internal assignment 3. Our subject is SST and in SST we are doing history. In today's video, I will explain you worksheet 8 which is related to chapter 6 of history. Topic of the chapter is new questions and ideas. So as you all have seen that yesterday we have started chapter 6 and in the previous worksheet of chapter 6 we have discussed over the true false and keywords related to the chapter, and in today's worksheet we will discuss over the question answers which are related to chapter 6 only. So like always, before starting the work you all have to mention today's date in your copies, that is 24 August 2021. With this you have to mention online classwork in your copies, and with this you have to mention chapter 6 in your copies. Then you have to mention the heading, that is question answers. Now let's see the question number 1, that is why do you think Anagha's mother wanted her to know the story of the Buddha? So we have to tell that why Anagha's mother wanted that she must know the story of the Buddha. Let's see the answer. Buddha was the founder of Buddhism and he was the wise one. His stories could be motivational and inspirational to students. So Anagha's mother wanted her to know his story. So Buddha was the founder of Buddhism, who founded the Buddha religion, and he was the wise one also. Wise one means he was the wise in humans. His stories could be motivational and inspirational to students, and that's why Anagha's mother wanted her to know the story of Buddha. Question number 2 is describe the ways in which the Buddha tried to spread his message to people. So we have to describe the ways in which Buddha tried to spread his message. Answer is Buddha tried to spread his message to people in the following ways. First point is Buddha himself set an example to lead a simple life. Being a prince, Buddha led a simple life and he set an example for people. Second point is he taught the people in their own language. So Buddha taught the people in their own language so they could understand easily. Third point is he spent his whole life in traveling on foot from place to place to teach people. So in his whole life Buddha was traveling on foot from place to place to teach people. Fourth point is he also encouraged people to think for themselves rather than to simply accept what he said. So what Buddha has done, he encouraged people to think for themselves. He said, don't follow what I am saying, think yourself and then decide what is right and what is wrong. Now let's see question number 3. What were the questions that Upanishadic thinkers wanted to answer? So we have to tell that what were the questions which Upanishadic thinkers wanted to answer. Let's see the answer. The Upanishadic thinkers wanted to know why sacrifices should be performed and how is the life after death. Second point is they felt there had to be something permanent in the universe that lasted even after death. So Upanishadic thinkers wanted to know first of all that why sacrifices should be performed and how is the life after death. And they also felt that there is something in the universe which is permanent, which can be lasted even after death also. And they wanted to know the answer of these questions. Now let's see question number 4, that is what were the teachings of Mahavir? Let's see the answer. The main teachings of Mahavir are men and women who wished to know the truth must leave their homes. Second, they must strictly follow the rules of ahimsa. Third, they do not steal and lead a simple life. So Mahavir taught that men and women who want to know the truth, they must leave their homes. He also taught that men and women must strictly follow the rules of ahimsa. Ahimsa means do not kill or hurt any living being. And he also told that do not steal and lead a simple life. Now let's see question number 5, that is do you think it would have been easy for slaves to join the Sangha? Give reasons for your answer. So you have to tell according to your thinking that it would be easy for slaves to join the Sangha. Let's see the answer. Yes, I think it would have been easy for slaves to join the Sangha because Buddha favored and stressed equality of human beings. Moreover, some slaves could perform many useful services for the people of Sanghas. So slaves can easily join the Sangha because Buddha believed in the that everyone should be equal. He believed in equality of human beings. So it would be easy for slaves to join the Sangha, and moreover the slaves could perform many useful services for the people of Sanghas also. Question number 6 is, what was the language used to compose the Vedas? Answer is, the Vedic Sanskrit was the language used to compose the Vedas. So to compose the Vedas, the Vedic Sanskrit was used. These were the question answers related to chapter 6 which I have explained you. I hope everything is clear to all of you. If still any confusion is there, so you can ask me on the WhatsApp also. Today we are completing the syllabus of internal assignment 3 of SST. We'll meet in the another explanation video of other subject. Till that, keep learning, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye everyone.